Hey y'all, so we're doing another episode in my junk journal and I'm really loving how everything in here is turning out. I've had such a blast on this, and as you can see it's getting very thick, which I don't mind actually. I don't mind the junk journal getting very thick, and I've actually got some ideas for when it gets to the point that it's like too hard to close. I think I know the kind of mechanism that I want to create for that, so I'll do that in another video when we get there. But for now, I still got quite a lot of pages, and not that I'm going to fill up all of those pages, but it's definitely something that I've been really enjoying. So as many pages as I can fill in as possible is absolutely fine with me. Right, so today I've got an idea. And it's an idea that's been sitting in my brain for a long time, but I just haven't quite known how to execute it. And the perfectionist in me has wanted to have the idea completely nailed down first and foremost before actually going into it, or actually, doing it. But then I realized, like, your junk journal is really the place where you can play around with the fact that it doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be right. It can be absolutely completely wrong, and it can come out completely messed up, and that's okay, because the junk journal is really just for you to express yourself. So with that in mind, today we are going to attempt the idea that I have in my brain and pretty much just see it through as much as we can. Now, as you can see, the pages in my junk journal are lined. So for the most part, the first step that I will do in my pages is actually like cover them up, which I've really been enjoying. At first I found it a bit of a chore, but I've really been enjoying covering up the pages because I get to use different canvases and different things to cover them up. Now, for the purpose of the idea that I have today, I'm just going to use plain white stock card. But in other videos where I'll have coming up, you'll see that I'll use lots of different types of like magazine covers and this and that, which is always a lot of fun. So let me go and get the cardstock and I will cut it up and start on laying it down. All right, so there we go. I've put the card down. Now, here's the idea. I have a bunch of stickers, washi and stickers predominantly, that I know that I'm not going to use because I don't like the look of them, right? So this is my this is where I keep my stickers, and mostly towards the back. I like some of these as well. I'm just not going to use them. I don't like the vibe. So I was thinking about how to utilize some of these stickers in a more productive way, if you will. And what I thought of doing was to use them to create something. Right. So this is it's hard to articulate because it's an idea that's been in my mind for a long time, but it hasn't necessarily kind of like taken on legs. So it's easier for me to show you what I mean as I'm making it. Like these stickers, I got them thinking that they were going to be really nice, but I started using them and I just don't think that I love them so much. So anyway, what the idea is, I'm going to sketch out a picture. And I'm thinking maybe it should be a house. I've done the card on both pages because if this works out well, I'll be able to take it over to this page as well. But we can start here. So I'm going to sketch out a house, and then I'm going to use all of the, well, not all of the, but I'm going to use some stickers and some washi that I'm not going to use, or I'm not going to like, I don't like them basically, but I'm going to use them to build the foundation of the house. Yeah, or like kind of like make it. Yeah, again, I'm sure I'm not vocalizing it very well, but as I'm doing this process, hopefully you'll get to see exactly what I mean. And if it works out well, that's great, because I do have a bunch of stickers that I really wanted to make use of as well, instead of just like throwing them away or destashing them. So let me get on to it. I'm going to forward a lot of this and then I'll come back and explain what happened, because I might kind of change my thoughts along the way. But yeah, fingers crossed this works out how I think it should work out. Hey guys, so at some point in me laying down these stickers, my camera stopped recording and I didn't realize. So this is where we are, and that's essentially supposed to be the grass, you know? I'm still kind of like laying them down or sticking them down properly, but I've been layering the two sizes. So you've got the big washi dots and then the small ones in between as well. And so what I'll do is I'll start on the sky since we're here. But I don't know if I'll complete the whole thing in this sitting. And if I do at some point, maybe I can like, you know, put a picture. If I don't, or I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I don't think I'll complete the whole house in this sitting. But at least you'll start to get the point of what I'm like getting at with using the stickers and kind of like layering them up to create textures and colors and kind of bring the picture to life, because clearly you can see the house is very simple. I did put the sun over there at the side as well. So it's a very simple image, and I think that gives you the space to add, you know, create and bring it to life with the stickers that you decide to choose and other things as well. I have a bunch of stickers that I think I'm going to use for the house, right? Let me show you, because I don't know if I'll get around to it like now, but maybe it will inspire y'all. These small stickers, right? And they came in like an assortment of different colors, but I wasn't able to use them in my planner because it didn't work with the theme that I was going for. So I'm like, okay, I can take the yellow ones and I can put them there to make them the sun. So maybe we'll do that now. And then maybe some of the blue ones can layer up on top to add more depth and canvas and texture to the sky. So I'll take these out for now anyway, just so we can get moving, can get started on that. And then as I'm finding other stickers that I feel like can add to the look of the house, I'll just like, you know, cut them up and do whatever I need to, because I have a few like, let me see, I think I have a cowboy one that I wasn't feeling too much. Yeah, I have this cowboy one, which maybe if I cut it up to a certain shape could fit on the house. I have this Solange one, although this should be in here. I don't know why that was there. Anyway, that one should be there because I didn't want to, I like that one, but I don't know. There's a few others that I'm just like, I don't know. So maybe I can use those and cut them up crisscrossy and layer them up so they can be the ceiling or something. But let's get to that bridge a little bit later. How about that one? So I'll put those to the side, and then I've still got these big washi dot ones in different shades of blue that I want to start laying down to mimic the sky. So let's get on to that now. All right, you guys, so this is basically what we are working with for now. I've pretty much only got the house left to do, but I'm gonna save that for another day. Hey party peoples, so it is several weeks later, I believe, and I wanted to give you guys an update on how the sticker page looks like. So here we are. This is what it's looking like. I was able to complete it. Sorry if it's a little bit dark. It's a bit cloudy here, so it's about to rain, but as you can see, I finished the sun and the little house. I was able to find pink washi that I thought would complement the house really well. It was actually really tricky to get all the different tones that I needed to create the house, because I was thinking about making it like a brown house, but I didn't have enough brown. So then I was like, okay, how can I give brown without having brown? And then I added like these like mauvey purples and pinks and stuff. And I think it works. It works for what I needed it to do. So I'm really happy with it. It actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was very, very relaxing. I just put on some music, and in the session afterwards that I recorded, I put on some music and just went to stickering, girl. So it was really fun and a good exercise. I will do this page again, but next time I'm gonna pick a different shape. So I'm trying to think what that should be. Maybe a car. It would have to be something easy so I can like just kind of layer, make it more complex with the stickers. But either way, it's definitely been a fun exercise. So that is what we netted off at with this page, and hopefully inspired you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.